What's up, guys? Winter Kills here, and welcome back to another post-commentary duel video. So today we have Pendulums versus Atlantean Mermail, or Mermail Atlanteans, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, I think this was a match recorded the other day from testing. We all met up at the local card shop to do some testing for Nationals, and we all played tested, I think, for like 5 hours or so. And this is one of the later matches. I decided to record, you know, when we're all like a little warmed up and not going to make as many mistakes. So I figured I'd get some of the later duels, as they'd probably be a little bit better. But yeah, you'll see here Draco face-off going for Luster and then popping Ariadne. So basically he does proxy in this build for now. He will be changing that obviously in the future, but he is proxying 3 Solemn Strikes and an Odd Eyes Fusion. The Magispector Tempests are not actually Magispector Tempests. He is just proxying those as Solemn Strikes. Final build will be playing 3 Solemn Strike and the Warning and the 1 Odd Eyes Fusion, which I don't think he ends up seeing this entire game. It is just a backwards card, so if you do see that, that's his Odd Eyes Fusion. And then he is playing, obviously, the 1 Vortex in the extra deck to go along with that. We'll be able to resolve 2 Ariadne this turn, getting himself double Solemn Strike. And that's Sky Iris, making this turn that much better, being able to grab that Unicorn. And then we'll see Pendulum summon 4, 2 Ariadne, Luster, and Vector. Summoning out Ignister. Ignister going for Master Pendulum. Now we can definitely go and do the Ignister, Magister, Dynaster play, which is probably one of my favorite combos the deck is able to do. Be able to possibly overlay Ariadne there and Master Pendulum, go into Magister, activate Magister's effect, summon out Master Pendulum, and then Contact Fusion with Vector and Master to go into Dynaster, and then summon out the detached material there from Magister. Or you can summon out a Luster Pendulum. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And there you'll have it. There it is, the Ignister, Magister, Dynaster combo, and he has a leftover Master Pendulum. If he did have another level 4, if he ended up Pendulum summoning 5, he could end up with another rank 4, maybe a Dweller. But 2 Set Strike and a number 38, Hope Harbinger, and getting that end phase search. Dweller's really not too necessary with double strike, as he'll be able to negate plenty of effects on field as in graveyard with that. But the Gamma Seal, unexpected Gamma Seal coming down to get rid of the Harbinger. That's why I love Gamma Seal so much in this deck. Such a great card against a lot of decks, and it just shows how good it is. Still a really good card against the Pendulum matchup. I usually test it against Cosmo or Monarch, but it turns out to be another amazing card against Pendulums, and I'm really glad I'm playing it at 3. Thank God Solemn Strike can't stop the 1-for-1, but he will be able to strike the Neptibus on effect activation. I'll be able to send Dragoons for cost. Now I'm debating on what I'm going to add off that Dragoons that I sent, but he's also debating on whether or not he wants to strike that one as well, because as we do know, he did end up searching 2 Solemn Strikes, and that's what both of his set cards are. So it is up to him now whether or not he wants to strike it, and he will strike that as well, pretty much ending my entire turn. I would have tried to grab Megalo with that to make somewhat of a decent play, but it still really wouldn't have helped. I could have gone for Diva to make an even better play, just to try to go for a Synchro, but I'm just going to have to normal summon the other Dragoons in my hand and attack over the Master Pendulum, but I'll be able to Pendulum summon that out next turn anyways. Master Pendulum destroying itself to make way for Archfiend Eccentric. Eccentric will pop the Solemn Warning. And that was pretty much my last line of defense that game, so I'm going to go ahead and pick them up, and we're going to go into Game 2 here. Game 2, very interesting game. You'll see that here in a moment. I'm both pile shuffling real quick. When we did side deck, I think I ended up side decking 4 cards, 2 Spell Fragrance, Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 Twin Twister, and a Dark Hole to help deal with those first turn boards if he ends up making perhaps Dweller. Multiple strikes, I wanted to side in the extra Twin Twister, so now I have 2 in the main deck. Unfortunately, I didn't end up seeing it. It would have been very nice to see that this turn. We'll see. He doesn't open up very well. He has the Magical Abductor and the Guitartle on his scales, so we'll be able to gain counters if I activate any spells this turn. I believe I only end up activating 1 or 2, and be able to get some counters off that, but I think the Mizuchi ends up taking away those counters. Neptibus off that Devo, sending Marksman, adding Dragoons to my hand to fuel that Teus and get rid of that Master Pendulum to open up his field. And now I've decided that at this point I'm just going to play through the Maxi Then if his set cards were Solemn Warning or Solemn Strike, if he opened those cards and tried to just play defensively, I figured he would have already activated those cards, completely ending my turn just by warning the Diva and striking like the Teus. And, that would have been enough just to completely end my turn. In the first place, we'll see a Synchro into Tatsunoko and Turge going with Tatsunoko for Odd Eye's Meteor Burst to help stop any battle phase shenanigans if there are any. If he's going to try to pull a fast one on me. Megalo discarding Gund and Lead. Gund will special summon Lead to the field. Look at that search. Mizuchi. Actually, I think I already opened Mizuchi, or I might have searched it. I can't really tell. Doesn't really matter, though. Lead is going to Tribute Teus. Make room for the Norden, while discarding a card out of his hand. Ends up being an extra Gitartle. Or not Gitartle, a Lizard Draw. My bad. The Lizard Draw will be knocked out of his hand. Abyss Dweller, activating its effect, getting a search of a Neptibus for next turn, if there is a next turn. And that is game on board right there. But I'm going to activate Mizuchi to clear the counters. Not that it matters. Like, really, I have enough damage here for a game. In the first place, that's a 2200 Dweller, a 3200 Lead, and a 2900 Megalo. Doesn't even need to attack twice. That is plenty damage with the 2500 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst. And main phase 2, if we needed to, we could go into Gaios. We could go into a Draco Sack if need be. So that'll be a very interesting thing to, if that wouldn't have been game right there, if he would have had a Quaking Mirror Force or a Drowning Mirror Force. That's what I was kind of worried about, because he was kind of mentioning it, trying to, pull the bluff out on me and kind of scare me into kind of stopping the play there against the Maxi. But like I said, I didn't think he ended up playing those cards anyways. I think Monarch sides Drowning Mirror Force. I could be wrong, though. So, like I said, just figured running gun for that OTK, and it ended up paying off, getting that win there in Game 2. And one thing I wanted to mention also, while we're on the topic of, I guess, top-tier decks, I guess, or Nationals this coming, next coming weekend, I think, from when I'm recording this, somebody had asked me to cover some topics for Nationals, like some of the best decks, how to beat them, how to side for them, what to expect at Nationals this year, mainstream decks and some rogue decks you might see, and how to side against them, maybe give some builds, some generic builds and some side deck ideas. I think I'm going to make a video on that. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing that. I think I'll list off maybe some of the most relevant decks you'll see there, and some rogue matchups you'll see, and then some good side deck cards, apart from the obvious, that I can mention, like Effect Valor, Maxi, Mask of Restrict, stuff like that. So I think I'll end up throwing together a video like that, because I think someone had asked. That would be cool of me to do a video like that. So I figured, why not? We'll go ahead and get a video like that up soon after probably some extra duel videos go up. I think I had this video and then 2 other duel videos that recorded with the camera that I usually use, because the SD to USB adapter had finally came in, so I'm able to record with my normal camera again. So the quality will hopefully have been restored after those 2 duel videos went up with that despicable quality. But like I said, that was only a temporary thing. So Raigeki comes down to clear his field of Magister Dynastor, strike negating that Megalo. Thankfully, Gun will still be able to bring out Pike discarding Gamma Seal. I just need to get that effect off so I can search Marksman in a pinch. And here I was debating on what to summon off of Marksman. I was like, should I just go for Dragoons and then activate Instant Fusion to make a Dweller or something, or a number 37 as a bit of a more of a defensive play. Not too many defensive rank 4s that you can make in Mermail in a position like this, where I need to be ready for any top decks, any real crucial plays that can sort of disrupt his turn. But there's really not too much in the line of things that I can do against that. So I end up just going Neptibus, swinging for an extra 800, sending Dragoons to the graveyard, getting a search of a Sea Serpent. I think I had Infantry as just a 1-up card to grab. Not really sure why I went for Infantry. I don't think there was any other better choice to really grab. I could have grabbed another Marksman, I guess. We'll see Instant Fusion, go grab Dragoons, and now I have number 37 to help protect my field. If he can't really clear my board any other way, I figured I can make him work a little harder to get that off the field. But remember, Ignister is a card and can get rid of that very easily. And of course, number 37's effect is only activated when it is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard. Be able to revive any monster in my graveyard. Free monster reborn. Could revive Norden if we need to. And always battle phase detaching that Dragoons to get a search during the battle phase. Definitely a really good card. Just not a good card, you know, to go up against what he's about to do right now. Guitardle Monkey board, absolutely insane. Pendulum summoning 5. We're seeing Master Pendulum, double Ariadne, and a Luster. Synchroing with Luster and Pendulum Sorcerer, I believe. Pendulum Sorcerer for Ignister. Not using the Sorcerer's effect. Doesn't really need to. I think he has Raigeki in hand. But if, of course, Raigeki wouldn't be too effective without, you know, a quick Ignister effect. We'll see it pop Monkey board, spinning the number 37 back to the deck. Doesn't even need to make Dweller. That is game on board there. Minus the 1,000 from Instant Fusion, leaving me at 7,000. So, yeah. That's it for that match of Pendulums versus Atlantean Mermail or Mermail Atlantean. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and the footage. Got 2-1 there. That OTK though is a beautiful OTK through that maxi. So really happy for that game 2. But yeah, if I do end up going to nationals, I'll have to play in an LCQ last chance qualifiers because I hadn't really had any chances. Based on schedule and availability this year to go to any events, because a lot of events are just really far away from where I live, which is kind of inconvenient. But if I do end up going, I'll have to play in LCQs, and I'm not really sure if I'll be playing Mermail or Monarchs. I mean, I do know Atlanteans a lot better than Monarchs right now, and I figured it'd be a safer bet to play, just because, you know, more experience with the deck, and maybe a lot of people wouldn't expect that either, but it does have hard matchup against, you know, Burning Abyss and stuff like that, and Cosmo. But yeah, Pendulums still very alive and well. No Magispectors, just straight up Ariadne Pendulum doing very, very well. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, leave a like if you did. Be greatly appreciated. And as always, guys, Winterkill is signing out. We'll see you in the next one. And like I said, let me know if you guys really want to see that national discussion video. Try to get that one out soon. Be greatly appreciated some feedback on that. And yeah, we'll see you later, guys. Thank you so much for watching.